roasted salmon with the Moroccan BBQ sauce. I'm Chef Preston Clark, the executive chef of Lower Fish Bar here in downtown Manhattan. This restaurant's been here for about 20 years. We're very famous for our carpacci, very famous for our raw bar and sushi dishes, sea urchin bucatini, and our crispy Asian snapper for two. So for this evening, we're going to be cooking one of the dishes that's very near and dear to my heart. It's right out of my father's cookbook. My father's name is Preston Clark, who's executive chef at Tavern on the Green in the late 90s. It's roasted salmon with a Moroccan BBQ sauce, a little bit of couscous, and sauteed cabbage. The barbecue sauce probably takes the longest, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that. We're going to start with our ketchup, a little bit of honey, rice wine vinegar, 2 sticks of cinnamon, star anise, black peppercorns, ground cardamom. That's my favorite. A little bit of garlic, ginger, allspice, chopped cilantro, coriander, lime juice. And we're going to finish with soy sauce. So we're going to put our barbecue sauce on. We're going to bring it up to a boil. Then we're going to drop it down to an immediate simmer. And we're going to let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. The next step in this dish is we're going to make the couscous. This is our onion. The size that we're looking for is a small dice. The next vegetable for us is our carrot, cut planks. So we get very nice, consistent sized dice. I'm also going to dice a little bit of zucchini. So for our couscous, we're going to start with our stock. We're going to let that come up to a rolling boil. We're going to add our onions, our carrots, add our zucchini. We're going to add a knob of butter. And lastly, our couscous. We're going to cover this with a little bit of plastic wrap and let the couscous kind of steam. If you're in your own home, please feel free to use the lid. That's no problem. You really just want to give the couscous enough time to soak up all the stock, all the flavors. But once your lid is on, you want to let the couscous steam for about 7 to 10 minutes until it's completely absorbed all of that stock. We'll fluff this with a fork. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt, dress it with a little olive oil. Next, we're going to jump into our cabbage here. The recipe calls for Savoy cabbage, but we're going to use green cabbage today. So we're just going to take some of these leaves off. This is how we'll make our shredded strips. We have our nice fine julienne cabbage. So right about now, our barbecue sauce is finished. It's reduced by about 2/3. While it's hot, we're going to strain it to make sure we get all those little particles out of there. We're going to go ahead and cook our salmon now. First, we're going to season our salmon with salt and pepper. Just a touch of oil to our baking sheet. Get our salmon on there. Now we're going to roast the salmon at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and saute our cabbage. Start with a little bit of oil in the pan, and we're going to put our cabbage in. Season it with a little salt, a little pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit of water. So we just took the salmon out of the oven, and now we're going to coat with a little bit of barbecue sauce just so we can lacquer it. We put our salmon back into the oven. Just finish cooking for a few more minutes, and we'll be ready to go. I like to use a ring mold to keep everything nice and tight. A little bit of toasted fennel seed on top.